Jamie Dimon was born into the world of finance. His father and grandfather were both stockbrokers. They worked on Wall Street in New York City. The family business instilled in young Jamie a keen understanding of the market. He learned about stocks and bonds from a young age. This early exposure would shape his future career path. It also ignited a passion for finance that would stay with him throughout his life. Dimon's upbringing wasn't all about numbers and trading floors. His parents also emphasized the importance of education. They encouraged him to excel in his studies. His mother, Themis, instilled in him a strong work ethic. She taught him the value of perseverance. These lessons, learned at home, would prove invaluable in his later life. They formed the foundation of his leadership style. Dimon's family background provided him with a unique advantage. He had a head start in the world of finance, but it was his own drive and ambition that would propel him to the very top. He was determined to make his own mark. He would go on to become one of the most influential figures in modern finance. Jamie Dimon excelled academically. He went on to study at elite institutions. He earned a degree in psychology and economics from Tufts University. He then went on to Harvard Business School. It was at Harvard that a fateful encounter would shape his career trajectory. He met Sandy Weill, a Wall Street veteran. Weill would become Dimon's mentor. He would also become his future boss and, eventually, his rival. Weill was impressed by Dimon's intelligence and work ethic. He offered him a job at American Express after graduation. This marked the beginning of a long and complex relationship. Weill became Dimon's mentor. He guided him through the ranks of American Express. Dimon thrived under Weill's tutelage. He learned the intricacies of the financial world. Their relationship was not without its challenges. Dimon was known for his blunt style and strong opinions. Weill, on the other hand, was a master of building consensus. Despite their differences, they achieved remarkable success together. They transformed American Express into a financial powerhouse. This success laid the groundwork for even greater ambitions. Dimon's rise through the ranks was meteoric. He quickly climbed the corporate ladder at American Express. He showcased his sharp intellect and tireless work ethic. He wasn't afraid to make tough decisions. He wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo. This caught the attention of his mentor, Sandy Weill. Weill had moved on to lead a company called Commercial Credit. He brought Dimon on board as his right-hand man. Together, they embarked on an aggressive strategy of acquisitions. They grew Commercial Credit into a financial giant. Their biggest move was the merger with Primerica. This created Travelers Group. They continued to expand, acquiring Salomon Brothers, and, ultimately, Citigroup. This created Citigroup, the largest financial institution in the world. Dimon was instrumental in this success. He became a master of mergers and acquisitions. He earned a reputation for his ability to analyze complex financial situations. He could also streamline operations for maximum efficiency. He was seen as a rising star in the industry. His ambition was matched by his talent. Despite his success, Dimon's relationship with Weill began to deteriorate. Their personalities clashed. Dimon, known for his direct approach, sometimes rubbed people the wrong way. Weill, accustomed to being the ultimate decision-maker, felt challenged. The tension between the two became increasingly evident. In 1998, Weill made the shocking decision to fire Dimon. The news sent shockwaves through the financial world. Many saw Dimon as Weill's heir apparent. His abrupt dismissal was a major setback. It raised questions about his future in the industry. Dimon was publicly stoic about his firing. He maintained a dignified silence. Privately, he was determined to prove Weill wrong. He used this experience as motivation. It fueled his desire to lead a major financial institution. His time away from the spotlight would be short-lived. He would soon re-emerge, ready to take on a new challenge. Section 5. A Phoenix Rises, Dimon's triumphant return with Bank One. After his dismissal from Citigroup, Dimon didn't stay down for long. He took some time to reflect. He carefully considered his next move. In the year 2000, he was appointed CEO of Bank One. Bank One was a large bank based in Chicago. It was struggling at the time. This was Dimon's chance to prove himself. He had a chance to show the world what he could do. Dimon wasted no time. He quickly got to work. He implemented his signature style of cost-cutting and efficiency. He streamlined operations. He invested in technology. He also focused on customer service. Slowly but surely, Bank One began to turn around. Under his leadership, the bank went from a struggling lender to a formidable competitor in the industry. Dimon's success at Bank One didn't go unnoticed. He had rehabilitated his image. He had also proven his skills as a leader. In 2004, he orchestrated the merger of Bank One with JPMorgan Chase. This created a financial behemoth. Dimon became the CEO of the newly formed JPMorgan Chase & Company. He had reached the pinnacle of the financial world. Section 6: Navigating the Storm, Dimon's Leadership During the 2008 Crisis. The 2008 financial crisis was a defining moment for the global economy. It was also a defining moment for Jamie Dimon. As the leader of JPMorgan Chase, he was at the epicenter of the storm. The crisis threatened to bring down the entire financial system. Dimon's leadership would be put to the ultimate test. JPMorgan Chase, under Dimon's guidance, weathered the storm better than most. The bank had avoided many of the risky subprime mortgages that had crippled other institutions. However, it wasn't immune to the crisis. JPMorgan Chase was forced to accept government bailout funds. This was a move Dimon initially resisted. He saw it as a necessary step to stabilize the financial system. Dimon became a key figure in the government's response to the crisis. He worked closely with policymakers. He advised them on how to prevent a complete financial meltdown. He was a voice of reason and experience during a time of great uncertainty. His actions helped to restore confidence in the markets. They helped to avert a complete economic collapse. Section 7: Weathering the Storm's Controversies and Criticism. Despite his success, Dimon's tenure at JPMorgan Chase has not been without controversy. The bank has faced numerous scandals. It has also faced regulatory fines under his watch. These include the London whale trading debacle, which cost the bank billions. There were also investigations into the bank's role in the Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme. Critics argue that JPMorgan Chase, under Dimon, has become too big to fail. They argue that its size and influence pose a systemic risk to the financial system. They also point to the bank's aggressive lobbying efforts. They argue that this is an attempt to weaken financial regulations. Dimon has defended his record. He argues that JPMorgan Chase is a well-run institution. He states that it plays a vital role in the global economy. He acknowledges that mistakes have been made. He insists that the bank has learned from them. He remains a polarizing figure. He is both praised for his leadership and criticized for his bank's practices. Section 8: The Legacy of a Titan, Dimon's Enduring Impact on Finance. Jamie Dimon is a towering figure in the world of finance. He is one of the longest-serving CEOs on Wall Street. He has steered JPMorgan Chase through periods of unprecedented growth and turmoil. He has left an indelible mark on the industry. Dimon's legacy will be debated for years to come. His supporters will point to his leadership during the 2008 financial crisis. They'll highlight JPMorgan Chase's overall success under his watch. His critics will argue that his focus on profits came at the expense of ethical considerations. They'll point to the various scandals that have plagued the bank. Regardless of one's perspective, there's no denying Dimon's impact. He has shaped the landscape of modern finance. His decisions have had far-reaching consequences. He is a figure who will be studied and analyzed for generations. Section 9: What Lies Ahead? Retirement and the Future of JPMorgan Chase. As of 2025, Jamie Dimon shows no signs of slowing down. He remains firmly at the helm of JPMorgan Chase. However, at 69, speculation about his eventual retirement is inevitable. The question of succession looms large. Who will fill the shoes of this titan of finance? Dimon has not publicly named a successor. The bank has a deep bench of talented executives. Whoever takes over will inherit a financial powerhouse. They'll also inherit the challenges of operating in an increasingly complex and regulated environment. The future of JPMorgan Chase is inextricably linked to Dimon's legacy. The bank will need to navigate the challenges of the 21st century. These include climate change, geopolitical instability, and the rise of fintech. Only time will tell if Dimon's successor will be able to maintain his level of success.